Hello and welcome to the channel High Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me. We're playing Devil May Cry 3 and I feel like there's like a small man jumping around inside me and attacking my organs, trying to burst forth from my great demon womb. What a title of a mission. It's messed up, it's weird, I don't like it. So yeah, last time we fought Virgil. Yeah, he had Yamato. Yamato. It sounds like tomato when I say it. Yamato? Yamato. My accent it just doesn't work with it. Like the way I say Dante, it's just weird. Like it doesn't roll out of my mouth easy. So yeah, we fought Virgil. We saw him with the Yamato doing his judgment cuts. Sparda, the father of the two, had some cool ass swords. He had Rebellion. Oh yeah, also we're inside that big Leviathan fish, and we got to jump around, but we can talk about Sparda instead. He woke up to justice. He overthrew Mundus, or closed some demon portals, and he made some swords. He had Rebellion that he gave Dante, and whenever Dante gets stabbed by it, it makes him powerful. Also there's a blue orb fragment, and there's also a secret mission under here. In there. Yeah, he gave Rebellion for Dante. We'll talk about that in a minute, this secret mission. I need to talk about it. Right, so, we've been in this room before. You know how it works. You just gotta get the elevator to ride up. But, the difference is, the more enemies that land on it, if too many land on it, the elevator falls back down because it's too heavy. But all these enemies are also in their like devil trigger form, where they got their purple glow, which means they're really hard to kill. But if you have Trickster and Wall Run, the enemies vanish. I don't know what causes them to vanish. I'm not entirely sure, but they just, if you're off screen for too long, they just vanish, meaning this mission is really easy. One more group will fall down, but we can just, you know, do this and it's over. Real easy, just to have Trickster. I don't even think you really need to level it up. I think you just have the wall run ability from base, so easy enough to do. Yeah, he had Rebellion for Dante. He also then made Yamato, which Virgil had. And it has, I don't know if it's Virgil's skill or it's something that sword can do. It can literally cut the air. But it also has the ability to like separate the demon, or separate the demon world from the human world. It's like a very powerful weapon. It's pretty cool though. And then there was also Force Edge, is the weapon you use in Devil May Cry 1. Dante doesn't have it, which is weird. But maybe we'll see it. Which I think it holds all of Sparda's power. In Devil May Cry 1 it becomes the Sparda, so it is just like all of Sparda's power. I think that's always weapons. I think so. Yeah. You also never find out what happened to Sparda. Like, he didn't die. He just left. Like, after he had Dante and Virgil with Eva, he just left, and then Eva was killed by demons, and then Dante and Virgil were just left. So he's somewhere, right? He's not dead. Where's Sparda? In DMC Devil May Cry, he is in hell being tortured, and it's weird. We will see more of Devil Trigger. And obviously we got the maxed out bar. We'll see it in the boss fight. I can't remember the name of the guy who designed it, but it is an artist for SMT, Shimigami Tensei, the Persona games. Yeah, not Persona, but you know, SMT. Shimigami Tensei. And there was also a crossover with, I'm going to say SMT, was it Nocturne? Where Dante shows up in the game, and the box even mentions that it features Dante from the Devil May Cry series. but it's the Devil May Cry 2 design, if I'm not mental. Yeah, he designed all of the Devil Trigger forms. There are many forms. Anytime you have a different weapon, the form changes. It's kind of bug-like. Like, obviously Spider's a big bug man, and they're kind of bug-ish designs, but they very quickly change. The DMC2 design I really don't like. It's like Dante with spiky hair and weird lines through him. But after this game, the design just goes back to more like just normal devil, like an actual devil design. Which I don't know how I feel about. I like the DMC3 designs, but maybe a more devil design makes sense. But then Spider's a bug man, so who knows? But there are many. Anytime you have a weapon, we will show them off. Probably not. You'll see them as we go, but you'll see. I'll take a second at some point and show them. Show all the designs. I guess they got him and they were just like, just get him to design as much as you can. Also, Virgil has a Devil Trigger design, which is quite cool. Here you've just got to kill enough that it powers up. We're in the eyeball of the Leviathan. If you look out of the, I guess it's the iris, you can see the outside world until you finish this. It's weird that the inside of this thing's body has like mechanics. Like, he has a pathway that leads into his eyeball. It's weird. It's strange. When you take this, the eye will close though. It all gets dark. Which means we've like taken his cornea or something. That's weird. Ignis Fatuus. Ignis Fatuus. The boss at the end of this is the Leviathan's heart. You have to kill the heart. And we'll talk about it when we're there, but it's a weird boss. Like, it's not hard. It's not the worst boss in the game, which is Doppelganger. Leviathan's intestines. One of these paths, not this one, the next one, has another Cerberus style adjudicator. Again, it's pretty good that we have the ability to switch between all styles, because it also kind of sucked in the old one that if you didn't, you could come up to a style and adjudicate it, you just couldn't do because you didn't have the right weapon. And how are you meant to know what weapon you were meant to have? Because it just changes back and forth a lot. But it is Cerberus. And again, I think it's probably S you have to get with it, but the sword master abilities don't do much, so pretty much just focus on doing the air attacks and just mix it up as you get through. The star system doesn't actually do anything in the game other than give you different taunts and affect the end rating. There is some mechanics in later games. There is the quadruple S mechanic in Devil May Cry 5, which allows you to like use a different form of Devil Trigger, more regular if you have triple S. And I'm pretty sure in DMC Devil May Cry there is like speed boosts or things, like you move faster if you have higher star rankings, but for this game there is no actual gameplay effects other than what taunt you do. That's it. I think we're nearing the end of the Leviathan. We have this other... what is this inside him? Is this just like a tapeworm? Like a parasite that's living inside? Even the hells in here, I think they're not normal hells because they are like fleshy, and it's way harder to like high time them. They're harder to hit up in the air. They have less stagger. Back to the stomach, and enemies will spawn, but screw it. We're just gonna carry it. We don't need to fight them. I'm sorry, I'm not fighting you. I want to get out of here. It's real weird they give you Devil Trigger and then put you in like a weird mission where like, so just it's an odd mission. Strange. I don't even think we've used Devil Trigger yet. It's a thing I just forget to use until like a boss fight or something. It's fine. Are we here? Here we are, with its 3 pulsating orifices. The organ writhers ferociously. Writhers? Withers. Writhers. Writhers. Weird. So, this fight, the only way you can do main damage to the bar is by hitting the thing in the middle. The only way to get the middle to do damage is by taking out one of the things on the left or the right. Or the middle does do a big laser beam attack, and you can shoot it during that. I'm just attacking the left one now. Each one, oh, there's the devil trigger form. Isn't it cool? I like how the coat kind of turns into wings. I should have saved my devil trigger for this. Don't know why I didn't. The one on the right drains your devil trigger. The white orbs that are coming out you, it drains your devil trigger. I'm not sure what the one on the left does, so I always attack the one on the right, just because I want to build my devil trigger. I'm not sure what the one on the left does. I don't know if it takes red orbs or something. Yeah, it still red orbs, which doesn't matter too much in this fight when you're doing a boss. Like I want devil trigger. I don't care about orbs. I wonder if these have a different name. They're hell something, but I don't know. They like living in here. So every time you get him down, he'll do this beam. It will go longer as the game goes on. And I think as the fight goes on, I'm sure there's more beams as well. I'm gonna look up what these hells are called. Let me have a look. Hell gluttony? No. Hell sloth? No. Hell wrath? No. Hell pride? No. Hell lust? No. Hell greed? No. What are they? They're not enigmas. They're not abysses. What are they called? Sorry, I'm not looking. There's not much this fight, that's what I mean. It's not that great. Are they just a stronger version of Hell Prides? I don't actually know. Because they do play different. They're harder to do high time on, I'm pretty sure. And they're like a different enemy when you do Bloody Palace. But I've never actually... Have I ever finished a Bloody Palace in a Devil May Cry game? I don't think I have. Again, I will show it off later, but we won't finish it. I think I mentioned it. It's kind of like fighting games to me. I really enjoy the games, but I never get like in deep. Like I replay the games, but just at like a surface level. I've never got into like. I don't sit and practice, you know. I should, and I think I would probably enjoy it. It's just not something I ever enjoy doing. Getting like speed running isn't a thing I massively enjoy. Like I love some games, but I've never been like, this is my life.
Square the fear of this tower. Temen-ni-gru. A foundation that brought out fear. Fear. Yes. Fear. Can't you feel it? The rage and agonies of the people. Those who were confined here, with their desires for evil being unfulfilled. It was all because Sparta slammed the door to the demon world in their faces.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Arkham's face really creeps me out. Another more Sparta stuff, because I don't need to talk about fighting games in this. Sparta, the Temen-ni-gru is one of the many doorways to hell, and Sparta sealed it with the amulets and all that jazz, and using his blood and the blood of a priestess. I think I'm gonna have another cutscene.
So this is the next stage.
Wait!
If you're asking for a date, forget it. Because I make it a point not to go out with women who shoot me in the head.
Date a demon? I'm not that desperate. Besides, I really don't care for guys who stink like blood.
You're right. So, tell me, what's your name?
I don't have a name.
Okay, then what should I call you?
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Whatever, lady. I'll leave this to you, because I don't want to miss the party.
Who counted on you anyway?
So yeah, I didn't mention, as the game goes on, Dante's look changes, like he's lost his one of his sleeves on his jacket. Also, Rebellion has now changed. It's way more aggressive and spiky. Also, I really love Lady's design of her like skirt, because it looks like it's like a plaid schoolgirl skirt, which is a bit weird, but it's actually like her magazine holders like around her. It's a cool look. Yeah, I was saying, Sparta sacrificed a priestess to help close the portal to the demon world and get rid of the Temen-ni-gru. And Arkham has sacrificed his wife to gain demon powers, but it's left him with like the weird droopy face. It's weird. I don't know if I'd want demon powers if I had a droopy face. I don't know. So we have spider ladies, which I'm going to look what they're called. What are they called? Arachne. Nice. They are spider demon women. Oh, here's Agni and Rudra's DT look. Spiky. They are not too bad. They have a lunge attack that can catch you off guard off their, off screen. Agni and Rudra seem like the best to fight them. They do a really good stagger on them. It's like it's a whirlwind move. Does knock them back. It's that. So you'll hit them back, they'll lunge backwards and dart at you. If you just stop attacking and just jump, they'll miss you. It's not a big issue. They also can shoot web at you, which will lock you in place. Obviously, it's web. And also sometimes when they die, they will give birth to loads of little spider babies that are really annoying and just climb on you, and then will just like pop and do a little bit of damage. There's this version of them, and will there be one now, or is it later? Okay, it's later. There is a bigger version of them, which I think is actually probably like easier to fight, weirdly. But we have another blue orb fragment. It's quite hard to get. Use Trickster. Above the Goddess of Time, where this water is coming from, there is that gap. If you can get in there, there's a blue orb. I don't really know how best to tell you, just like try it and it will work eventually. That's all I can tell you. There's not much more. It's not random, but it's not easy. There you go. Easy enough once you know it, but it's a bit annoying. We also have the first of these light puzzles. There's 3 of them in the game. This one more, and then a secret mission. They're not overly difficult. The secret mission is a little more difficult because there's a bunch of different variations of what the puzzle can be. So like even using a guide's quite annoying to do. And we're just chilling, apparently. Dante want to look cool. Yeah, they're not overly hard. Can be reset quite easily. This room sucks just because these guys are here shooting crap at you. This is also a location of a secret mission later on, where you just got to get to the other side of the room real quick. Just anytime, just buy all of the devil trigger upgrades and you'll be fine. What are these even called? I don't even remember what these are called. They're weird statues. They're annoying. I don't know if it's just on higher difficulties or in Bloody Palace. I'm not sure. Later versions will like dart around to get away from you, and sometimes they'll do it non-stop and it's just like that, but they'll just keep doing it and it's really annoying to get them. I don't enjoy it. They're not fun. Goodbye. This little area now, I kind of get turned around in. Not because of the big spinning walls, but you come back through here so many times in different like variations that I sometimes just lose track. The Temen-ni-gru can be spun around, up and down, upside down, around and around, and it's a little bit confusing sometimes. I still really like these guys. I don't like fighting in this room because you just get smacked around, but they're fun enough. And I think we're out in the open, so we're gonna get a new weapon. It's sparkling up. We got to run this side, this side first, just because there's a bunch of red orbs. There's a new weapon, which is, I don't use Artemis, but I think the next one may be even more useless. I don't think anyone's going to defend Spiral. It's called Spiral. It's not very good. Like, I don't know, I can't think of a single time it would be actively useful to have or use. There is a secret mission later on that requires using guns, and even them, just the fully charged Ebony and Ivory is more effective than Spiral. So yeah, it's a weird, we'll see it. It's weird. Weird gun. These side rooms, we can't do anything. Can we do anything with them yet? We can. Look at that. Instantly prove wrong. You notice there's like a big circle on the door. Maybe you can rotate some rooms later on. And, you know, maybe not. I did say in the last episode we might fight Virgil again at the end of this. I was very wrong. Very wrong. We are going to speed for this. This is not a long game. Whoa, almost got... Pretty much all the Devil May Cry games are quite short. Yeah, they're not that long, and we'll get through them quite quick. Probably 5 might take the longest. But even then, not that bad. Another spider room, but first we got to get a ambrosia. Fruit the man can to even touch it to unlock the door to paradise. But first, spudders. Arachnes. I'm assuming a reference to the Greek mythology, Arachne. The woman turned into a spider by Athena? Was it Athena who turned her into a spider? I don't remember. I feel like it is. I don't know. So yeah, you can separate them in half like that. And then some just contain little spiders like that. I don't know if they only trigger when you cut them in half. I'm not sure what causes the little spudders. But I'm not even... You can't lock onto them. You can tread on them, kind of like Nightmare's children. But when they jump on you, they will just pop. Like, unlike Nightmare's kids, you can't lock on and shoot them easily. Maybe you could like rainstorm them. Maybe that would be the effective way to do it. I'm not using Devil Trigger, clearly. And I'm not using Agni and Rudra, the thing I said to do. The worst thing they just pop around. They just pop away from you. Like, I don't mind when they lunge at you, but it's when they just like dash back. It gets a little bit irritating trying to keep up with them. Still no big one. I was waiting for the big one to show up, but I guess no. I guess that's a no. I can be removed. We're really close to the next boss, which is... It's a really fun boss once you realise what to do, but until that point it can be a little bit aggravating. And even this first time I fought it, I still wasn't 100% down on like remembering how to do it effectively. But it's kind of cool. And you get a very cool weapon. It's the game's weird weapon is what you get. I like it a lot. But first we got to go and get Spiral. It's just such a weird gun. There's also a secret mission coming up. Do I remember the secret mission off the top of my head? No, I don't. So it's this. It's like a big, high-powered, like, super cannon thing. I don't know. But it does big shots. It also will ricochet around walls, so maybe that's what it's useful for. It's like gunslinger thing. It will ricochet and bounce around a room, or it will do a big double shot. It's just really not effective anywhere. You can also see another style adjudicator. It's for the weapon we haven't got yet. It is purple, so there's no point in even doing it. But yeah, I don't even think we'll use spiral at all. I don't see it happening. Up here, and if you click these crystals, get a secret mission. As I said in the first episode, the bar, you have to destroy everything in the room. It's really not that difficult. They give you just enough time to do it effectively. Remember to get the stuff on top of the bar, and remember to get the things in the doorway. Other than that, we can listen to... It played the music from Devil May Cry 1 again. And then it's just getting all the bottles on behind the bar. But there you go. Not too hard. Easy. That's why I'd say when you first come through it, just make sure you know where everything is. And yeah, you're golden. From Bullseye's Bar. Didn't even realise there's giant balls. If that makes sense. And there's a bull head. Nice. This area is also a really great place for the next weapon. Just great. A few little enemies, and then we get to the boss. It's nothing terrible. I remember if these are these the ones that like puff at you. Are they hell gluttons? Maybe. I don't know. They needed more just better names. Obviously, it's the 7 deadly sins. Obviously, gluttony, pride, lust. What are the 7 deadly sins? Lust, gluttony, pride. I don't remember. I don't actually remember. What are the... Let me have a look. Envy, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, sloth, wrath, vanguard. That's not the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. I remember. I didn't just Google it. So we're almost at the boss, and she's cool as hell. And I don't know if YouTube will be okay with what's about to happen. Oh, there's one enemy left. That's why I was confused. Why the music was still going. Yeah, I don't know how YouTube's going to be with her. It's the same as like Quelaag from Dark Souls, right? Everything is in like covered, mostly, and the noises she makes aren't too sexual. This is an 18 warning. If you're underage, like, don't tell your parents. Already nude women. Use the ambrosia to get into paradise. I hope you're ready for a cool lady.
Welcome, sir. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, it is. You'll be nice to me, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll treat you so nicely. You'll never want to leave.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Then, come on, sugar.
So this is Nevan. She's like based on like an Irish folklore, I think. But she shoots bats and lightning. She's kind of a vampire, kind of. A bit of a succubus. Mostly bat. So the way you do damage to her is her bats protect her from most damage, but if you hit them enough, she'll slowly sink, and then when all the bats are gone, you can actually do damage to her. The first few times you'll get it in, you just have to dodge these bats, and then you can get in there and start taking her down. When those little bats are there, doing that. But she will shoot lightning at you, obviously. No, oh, I was using Spiral for no reason. I assumed, I guess, that it was the last weapon they gave me, so it might be useful. But no. Gunslinger and charge pistols are way more effective. Devil Trigger and just hitting her with Rebellion is even more effective. Like, I'm trying ranged here, but really not needed. Just get in there and Devil Trigger. She has those spikes that come out the ground. If you stay too long while you're doing damage here, you'll get hurt, because that bubble will hurt you. She then transitions onto this stage, where she'll stay at one end of the room and shoot, made the floor lightning, like so. But then she'll shoot out beams vertically and horizontally at you. Eventually, you've just got to try and get in close and hit her a few times, and then she'll move to the other side of the arena. Using your pistols is quite effective here, just to do it. She then will do that attack, and then you get a few hits in. Quite simple, not a hard fight. Probably the first time I played it, quite difficult, just because it is quite a lot going on, and working out the best time to get in there. Like, coming in and attacking now, kind of pointless. Wait until she's out and about. If you've got Devil Trigger though, you can get in there and knock her down, and yeah. But the best thing probably to do is just wait for her to be out on the field, and you'll be fine. Ignore these noises. The real issue is it's kind of like patience. She does take a while, and being too aggressive will get you hurt quickly. So just having to wait. And this is also where it's effective to have the different styles. Being able to switch between Trickster and Gunslinger is pretty useful. And then, yeah, now get in there. Get a few hits. You might, if you've got Devil Trigger, get her down on the way, but you're probably not going to. There we go. Did it. And she ran away. That's real annoying. Real annoying. I really like this opera house. I like this whole room. I like this whole fight. It's cool. I'm pretty sure Nevan is back in the mobile game, Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. I'm sure she's one of the bosses in the game. Obviously looking more up-resed. She did know Sparda. I'm pretty sure she mentions him in the cutscene coming up. That obviously when Sparda was here, sealing off the demon world, they clearly hung out. They clearly had a good time together. Demon on demon action. How dare you cheat on Eva? Or actually it was like thousands of years before Eva was even alive, so not an issue. Yeah, this just takes a little while to pack enough damage in. When you get her into a final phase, it's easier to do damage, but she is a way bigger risk. But we'll get there eventually. She just takes a little while. Oh, nope, she's still not there yet. Oh god, I messed that up hard. Just Gunslinger. God, it really messes with the screen with that charge shot. Watch out for the spikes. And then get in there. It is weirdly how I guess she is a succubus, so understandable. But Dante's into it. He's up for it. I guess after Lady, he was like, she mugged me off, but this cool bat lady's into it. So we are in the next phase. She will shoot these bats again, but then she will head to the middle of the arena, sink all the way down, and come at you. If she grabs you, she can pretty much do a one-hit kill if you're low enough health, which that makes sense. But like, she will do a ton of damage if she grabs you. But if you have charged pistols and you shoot her before she comes to get you, here's what happens. She'll just drain all your health if you let her. But just know, spam the buttons. She gets health back. It sucks. Don't let her grab you. I'm pretty sure if you have Devil Trigger, you can bust out of it with Devil Trigger as well. what you can just charge your pistols, and you can like knock her into a stun before she even gets to you, and then you can just wail on her. Final phase is probably the best phase because she's just easy. She doesn't do any of her... Please don't now do it and make me look a fool. Yeah, she doesn't do any of her big attacks. It's just these bats that are really easy to dodge. And then this that's just really easy to stun her in. Simple. And bye.
My, you're sweet.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
All right. I'll help you. Your father was a handsome devil. But you're no slouch yourself.
This episode is sponsored by... Oh, we're just doing basic. It's been a while. Them, apparently. Always them. In association with this public service announcement, please make sure your guitars aren't secretly women. If you're playing and other noises start coming out, please call someone. I don't know who you call, but you've got an issue. I think you've got an issue. Yeah, you've got an issue. And call someone. We got Nevan. It is the coolest. I really like it. It's really good if you've got a crowd around you. It has a ton of different attacks. So straight off you can shoot bats forward. The way this works, it's kind of like Devil May Cry 2, to be fair. If you're locked on forward, depending where you lean the analog stick, it will do different attacks. That is held into the left. If you then spam, you do that, which does a ton of damage. To the right is that. And to the back, we haven't got yet. You have to upgrade it. But it hits enemies in the air, and then you just shoot off a bunch of bats. And then obviously Swordmaster is the sickle. You can fight in the air with it, and also you had that big move where you went forward and did a bunch of spins. It's really good at crowds.
Welcome back.
God, lady's cool. So we're also going to buy the stuff for Nevan. I just love it. It's a great weapon. There's no negatives to it. It's a little unwieldy and a bit weird to get used to, but you can get S ranks so quick. So quick with it. Just let everyone bundle up and then just do the left attack, and you just power slide in there and just destroy.
Soon we will reach the lair of judgment. Temen-ni-gru will finally regain its full function and lead us into the demon world. The world where Sparta's power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the incantation is you. His own son. It must be fate.
Does that woman really bother you?
What are you talking about?
Why didn't you kill her? Perhaps because she's your daughter? Did some pesky fatherly love get in your way?
That's none of your...
To further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife to become a devil as well. Knowing this, I thought you'd be more useful to me. But I was wrong. No wonder your attainment of power is incomplete.
What about you? You're an incomplete being as well. Both demon and human blood mingle in your veins.
Shut up. Now that the final door is open, I have no use for you.
Virgil, murdering allies. No way he'll regret that at any point. So yeah, we can get reverb, which is its stinger. He like does a power slide. It's pretty good. Bat riff, it's the back. It's holding back. Yep. You then also can get, coming up, air raid, which was from DMC1. Vortex does not come back. But I know it does. Actually, yeah. Does Vortex? I think Vortex is one of the base moves, and then obviously Volume Up is a passive ability. But yeah, I think Vortex from DMC1 is in this game, but it's just a basic thing. And oh, straight away, mission start. Odd. Oh, I guess we're looking at some enemy info. Gonna have a look. They're the last. Don't look at the abyss. There's blood goils. Blood mixed with magically enchanted stone gave birth to these wretched beasts. Multiplies whenever hit by a close range attack. Its defense mechanism is weak to modern day weapons. They didn't plan for a bullet. Arachne, one of the soul of a human female, the soul transferred when it reached the outer crust of the netherworld, uses a tightly spun spider weapon to ensnare her victims. We haven't seen them yet. We haven't seen them yet. Or them. Just get out of there. Right, Agni and Rudra. One of the twin demon gatekeepers, Agni the Powder Craft Fire, in essence a sword being swung by a demon host searching for an owner worthy of its full power. And I think Rudra's the same. One of the twin is the Power Wind. Yep, same. Heart Leviathan, Heart of the Great Beast Leviathan. The heart itself should be considered its own entity, one that protects itself at all costs. And Nevan, one of the demon gatekeepers, sealed away by spiders. She leads human down the dark path to hell, attacks fires of coordination electricity, and bats she controls. Nice. And Dante's half man, half demon twin brother wields keepsake sword his father, but won't touch the guns. He doesn't view them as weapons of a true warrior, because he has summon swords instead that are cool as hell. And ignore. Are we going to look at Jester? Mysterious kind that appears and challenges Dante. His motives are unknown. Jesters resemble those of a circus ringmaster when he casts his magic. Ignore the big face behind and half of its like face is all weird like someone else. Ignore that. Ignore it, okay? There we go. Power slide. Are we gonna you gotta hold it down, there you go. There you go, that's the other thing. So it is weird that they kind of mention it in Devil May Cry 4 that Dante says the reason he's so powerful is because they possess like the human soul or spirit or whatever. But I also think In DMC5, they talk about how demons consume human blood to gain more powerful, to become more powerful. Also, we're going to use Nevan here, and it's going to be great. They use human blood to gain more power, and if you're half demon and half human, you've always got human blood, like mixing around with demon blood. So I feel like that's why they're like super powerful, and probably way more powerful than Sparta was at this point. Also, they have these cool ass weapons. Nevan never comes back. Like, every game has its like weird weapon. You have Pandora in 4, and I guess Cavalier kind of in 5. But there is a weapon in DMC5 that is essentially all of DMC3's like weapons in one, which is kind of cool, but that's a long way off. I just love Nevan. It's fun as hell. Also, it's weird in that cutscene, like he's singing. Is that implying Dante is the singer of the music in Devil May Cry? Because he does the voice. It's so weird. It's just great. Get used to it, because you've got to do a combat adjudicator in a minute. I hope you're ready for it. It is a weird weapon to... Oh, there's the other charged attack. It's a weird weapon to like get used to, but this is how you get S ranks real quick. Especially in like Devil Trigger. It's just great. It's such a good weapon. It's so weird, but I love it. We've actually not got... Is there one weapon left? Yeah, there's only one weapon left. Which is very cool, but I'm not great at it. So we're going to do the combat adjudicator. Again, sword master attacks don't seem to do that much when it comes to style, which is weird. I don't think you have to get this too high. There we go. Only B. Not too bad. Blue orb fragment. Oh, and another full blue orb. Nice. There's also another secret mission in a minute as well. I was going to run back for them orbs, but then I thought I don't need the orbs. It's a waste. There's a thing over here we could have read in the last mission, but we didn't need to. But this is where you put the mask. Stone mask. Is the next one you need air raid for? I don't remember. I have no recollection, but we're going to find out in just a minute. So up on this little path, behind the statue to the right, is a skull. And that skull takes us to a secret mission. Oh yeah, also you don't have air hike with Nevan, just to remember. What one is it? Oh yeah, it is. So you need to have Nevan and have bought air raid for this to work. But in Devil Trigger, you can do this, and you have to try and get every red orb. There is white ones obviously here, so you can keep your combo going. I think I've messed this up on the first go. I thought I cut this out. Clearly not. Yeah, I've 100% messed it up. Just follow it, the path. It's not that hard. I will show Vortex in another video. Yeah, I screwed this up massively. We'll redo it. Obviously having the bigger Devil Trigger bar helps as well. So have that upgraded and just follow the path and don't be like all weird and not sure what to do like I was doing. Just follow it around with confidence. You know what you're doing. You played video games. You don't need to worry. Oh god. Oh god, this is embarrassing. Okay. If I actually make it now, that will be impressive. Oh my god, I actually might. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this is one of the few missions you cannot do if you haven't bought the ability. You need to buy air raid. That was it. Simple enough. Probably the only other secret mission in this video, I think. Maybe. There is none here that you just can't do the first time through. Neo Generator. It's not like Devil May Cry 4 where there are ones you don't have the ability for. Like there's no way you can have the ability for on your first playthrough, which is slightly annoying to me, honestly. Another mark against Devil May Cry 4. The game I hate. I don't actually hate it at all. I don't. That was a lie. That was a big old lie. These guys are the Darahim? Darahim. I'm gonna look what they're called. They are Dullahan. That's easier to say. Dullahan. The Darahim is like, that sounds like a Soul Legacy of Cain character. God. The only way you can hurt them is their big red crystal. Like 3 good hits with Rebellion will do it. If you try and jump over the front of them, they have a lance that they can knock you out of the sky with. And usually they're not just in a path going up and down like that, they're moving around. And you can they'll charge at you, you know. You know how it is. Is this where you have to go all the way back? I'm trying to remember this part. This gets foggy. Oh yeah, you just have to go back. I'm crazy. We've got to get the change the bridges around where we first came through. Nothing can stand up to Nevan. I wonder if she's in there like, hell yeah. No, because that's weird because he's like strumming on her all the time, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm uncomfortable with that. But this is actually quite a short mission. Once you've got the Neo generator, you've just got to head back, and that's everything done. Is that the moon? How is the moon here? Aren't we like below? Oh, there's the tower walls. How is that the moon? I don't actually know how the moon's there. Strange. Real strange. And we've just got a few more doors to go through. Oh, I thought a certain enemy was going to spawn there, but they didn't. We have some spiders though. There we do, yep. And do we have Big Spider? Is Big Spider here? Nope, just normal spiders. Nevan is not a good choice for these. they oh no, yeah, we got Big Spider. Big one. They're not too bad, they're quite easy to stun. They do essentially the same attacks, but just with more damage, and they're bigger. Like using high time, you can stun them quite easily. Just make sure you jump. They're one of the enemies that it feels quite hard to get a good style ranking, just because they block a lot. They give the little enemies below that do damage to you. It feels like they're not built for styling on. Even though I'm getting style, so ignore me. But also, just feels like they're a bit annoying sometimes. They're not my favourite enemies in the game. And they're going to shoot some web, and it just stuns you in place for a little while, and was quite effective for them. But we're just going to double trigger it and get these guys out of the way. Probably, yeah, these and the chess pieces are like my least favourite enemies in the game, which is sad because both of those enemies show up a lot. Just give me the hells back. I like the hells. They're fun. And we're pretty much at the end of the mission once we get across this bridge and hit this button. As all that did was move the bridge, can we not just fly? We got air raid, just fly over Dante. Anyway, cutscene.
Well, that was quick.
That man. Did you kill him?
So what if I did? Woo! Ooh, I love a fast woman.
Shut up! He was obsessed with becoming the devil. So much much he killed his own wife! For that, he butchered innocent people, too. He's the most vile kind of creature. To top it off, that filthy scum is my father.
Well, we have something in common. I have a dysfunctional family too.
And what would you know about family? You're a demon. This is my father. My family. This was all supposed to end by my hand.
Aren't you gonna shoot? Well, that's a switch.
Just go. I don't care anymore.
Family, huh?
I really love that version of Devil Never Cry. It's a good song. Also, it's weird as she's like getting emotional about her dead dad. He's just like, woohoo! And butt bumping. It's weird. Show some respect, you sacks. Still A, come on. I got 2 S's in there. Give me a break. Anyway, we'll save. We'll have the final cutscene, and that is the end for this week.
Where am I? It's dark, I can't see anything.
You're still alive, I see.
Mary? Is that you? What's happening? Where's your mother?
My mother? You killed her, remember?
Yes. That's right. I killed her. With my own hands. What horrible thing have I done? I was too weak. I succumbed to his influence.
You mean you were possessed? Father?
Yes, I was manipulated. Manipulated by a devil named Virgil.
Virgil?
He's attempting to bring the demon world back to this modern day. A world that Sparta once sealed off.
Sparta? I thought he was a myth.
If the demons return, this world will be thrown into chaos. Stop him. Stop Virgil.
Me?
You're such a sweet child. Just like your mother.
Father! Father! Virgil.
You gonna believe him, lady? Really? Anyway, thanks for watching the channel High Class Cthulhu and its high class content. Come back next week and I think we're gonna fight a horse. I think. Yeah, come back throughout the week for more stuff. We're upgrading Spiral for some reason. And I don't have anything else to say. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're playing Devil May Cry. It'd be cool if you are. Let me know how it's going. Is it the first time you played it? Not. Who knows? Let me know. And I think that's it. Bye.